We are talking about somebody that is wealthy. Okay, agreed. So what if this guy is everything that Odogu was, minus the money? Would you say it's just the accent?
Actually, look, I'm going to marry you. You're going to be my wife.
Hi guys, so based on the encouragement of one of my friends and my sister, I've decided to do a review of the hottest movie right now, and that is Omoni Oboli's Love in Every Word. This is the hottest movie after Aaron Pierre. Like, it's literally going viral. The last time I checked, it's at 7.6 million views in 4 days. At this rate, the entire human race is going to have seen this movie, except YouTube is counting multiple views, and I'm not sure YouTube counts multiple views. Meanwhile, if you haven't seen this movie, not to shame you, I'm actually like impressed that social media pressure or peer pressure has not gotten to you. So in TikTok Palace, we need to go and tell the Igwe to organize an award for you, because peer pressure and social media pressure has got nothing on you. Anyway, let's dive right into the movie. So since everybody has seen this movie, including you that is watching, there'll be spoilers. So let's just dive into it. So this story is a tale as old as time. Girl is of age to get married, and she's not married yet. Everything is going well for her in her career, in virtually every area of her life except the area of relationships. And obviously, as Nigerian parents, her mom is concerned about her, relationship status, and is very keen to, connect her with somebody that she's going to spend the rest of her life with. So the opportunity comes when she goes to Anambra State for her sister or cousin's wedding. I can't remember who. And she meets the man of the year. She meets Odogu Obiora. I think they say it's Odogu Marara. Yeah. She meets him. He is wealthy. He is emotionally intelligent. He is fully formed character-wise, like he's mature. He loves her, just typically the way it is with love stories and all. Like, he's the perfect man. And then of course they meet, they fall in love, they have their big conflicts, and then they eventually resolve, and they end up happily ever after the end. So you see, that's essentially what the story is all about. But there is something particularly special about this story. So people say it has fed into their delusions, and some other people are like, nope, this is not a delusional story. This is something that people are actually experiencing in real life. And I want to believe this second school of thought, that people are actually experiencing this kind of love. I don't mean in terms of that, okay, the person is wealthy, but in the sense of the love that Chioma in this movie experienced with Odogu. People are experiencing it every day. So yeah, but it kind of like fits into this fairy tale vibe of prince and a random babe meeting her prince, and they live happily ever after. So what did I like about this movie? So I would talk about the characters and some of the things that the characters did in the movie that really impressed upon my heart and like made me fall in love with this movie over and over again. So the first part is when Odogu makes his entrance in the movie, like the first scene where he appears, and then or rather the first scene where he finally meets and gets to discuss with Chioma, and he talks about how he's so confident that they are going to get married. And it just fed into this belief that, or this thing that people always say, that if he wanted to, he would. And I mean, like, this is just clear evidence that if he wanted to, he would. He won't take 10 years dating you to figure out that, oh my god, I'm going to get married to this person I want to spend the rest of my life with. If he wanted to, he would. Although I've seen a school of thought on TikTok that says that some people could actually want to, but they just decide not to. But let's scratch that. If he wanted to, he would. Nobody should tell you otherwise. If he wanted to, oh my god, he's going to pull in all the stops to make sure that he actually does it. And he doesn't just say, I'm going to get married to you, and goes to bed. He actually, in all his actions, his intentions, everything screams, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. A man will stand. Another thing I liked about this guy is that when he was discussing with Chioma, and she mentioned that she was recently broken up and all of that, and then he said he is not one to go after another person's woman or somebody that is in a relationship. I said, another man that we stand, because there are some people who are wealthy, or who are even not even wealthy, they're just rich, or they feel like they have it, and then they just have this sense of entitlement that whatever they set their heart upon belongs to them, that kind of attitude. So I love that he made it clear that he's not one to go after whatever his heart pleases, especially when it belongs to someone else. So I loved that I feel like that statement displays respect, mutual respect for other people, and it also shows that this man is not an entitled person. Then, coming to Chioma, played by Bam Bam, I loved everyone comments about how feminine she was in the movie, and I loved that about her. And I think one thing that I liked was the way she comports herself and the way she addresses people, even when she doesn't agree with what they're saying. She wasn't easily irritable. Even when she was justifiably angry, she wasn't, screaming like a mad dog. She was still she comported herself very well. Even when her boss was really getting on her last nerve, and when she eventually confronted her boss, she was composed. She articulated her points very well. She wasn't just loud and shouting and all of that. And you really don't have to stress it to make your point known. You can still be a soft babe. You can still pass your message across without being rude, without being condescending, without even killing the other person's spirit. You can still pass your message across, and it won't still make people to walk all over you. You don't have to shout to prove, your power and all of that. So yeah, that's something I really loved. The next thing I liked about this movie is the fact that it affirmed the fact that love will spur you onto greatness. It's not just about the sweet nothings. It's not just about saying the words. It's not just about buying gifts. It's the fact that somebody that truly loves you would want to spur you onto greatness. And it was reflected in this movie when he was really interested in investing in her business, giving her business advice, and not in a condescending manner. Like, he was genuinely interested, in her business and wanting to see her prosper and grow in whatever she wanted to do. So that's something that I loved about the movie. Then another thing that blew my mind in this movie was the fact that let me just backtrack a little. So in church, one of the preachers was saying that when someone loves you, they'll be mesmerized by you, and that was played out. That played out in this movie when she came to the restaurant to for their first date, and he was wowed. Like, his mind was visibly blown. Like, you would see he's not looking at her lewdly or lustfully. Like, he genuinely admires her. He genuinely feels privileged that she would pick him or choose him, that kind of thing. Somebody that is wealthy. There are some people but yet the way they will be carrying themselves, you'll be wondering who even knows you. You could see that he felt it was an honor that she would choose him. Like, a man with stand. And another point I want to make is how they were both emotionally intelligent. Well, let me not highlight much on Chioma's aspect. Let me highlight on Udogu's aspect, because that was the one that impressed me. The fact that he said that, Achalugo, the fact that I'm angry with you does not mean I have to be mean to you. I mean, like, there are some people, when they are mad at you, they would say things to get back at you. Like, they would it's as if they are struggling to hurt you back for hurting them. I mean, like, imagine if someone comes and meets me and tells me that they don't like me because of my accent. Like, that would really affect my esteem. So, and when somebody triggers your self-esteem, I feel like it brings out the ugly part of you. Just like when guys are toasting a lady and the lady rebuffs their advances and they start insulting the person. They do that because you've triggered their low self-esteem. So they want to get back at you for kind of rubbishing their esteem. So, like, when she made that comment about his accent rather, and even those times where she was refusing to pick up his call, I was just, for lack of a better word, treating him shabbily. He didn't seek to, have his own pound of flesh. He didn't just throw tantrum and say, you know what, I have your type. There are a lot of people lining up waiting for me, that kind of thing. He wasn't condescending. He wasn't chauvinistic. So that was something that I think really resonated with a lot of people. The fact that he's a man, he also shows that even in his mind and in the way that he thinks, he is emotionally intelligent, he is mature, and that was something that I really liked about this movie. Then finally, one thing I liked surprisingly was the way Chioma's mom comported herself in the movie. And I know most Nigerian movies, when they talk about how the parents are putting pressure on you to get married, and to give them grandchildren, I feel like sometimes they forget that person you're talking to is your child at the end of the day. That no matter what, you're supposed to support their rights and their wrongs. And no, you also need to show them that you're on their side no matter what. And I feel like despite the fact that she was applying pressure and all of that, but she was open-minded. She wanted to really understand, what exactly do you not like about this man. She had also even done her workings or findings, and she was already told that this man has clean money. She's not like this person. She's not like other movies where they will say he's wealthy, what else do you want? Like, she was like, oh, he has clean money, even though they didn't tell us what he was actually doing to earn that much money, but whatever. So yes, I feel like she still prioritized her daughter above all else, because the fact that you are not married doesn't mean that you killed somebody. So it doesn't mean you have to be abrasive or you have to destroy the relationship just because this child of yours has not yet done that thing that you want, or is not yet doing well in this particular area that she should be doing well in. So that was something that I really liked about the mom. So overall, all the characters in this movie brought their A game to the movie. Like even her friends, the lines, the interactions, they felt real and natural. They didn't feel forced. I didn't feel like, oh, I was watching a movie. It felt like I was watching somebody's vlog on how they met their spouse, that kind of thing. So it didn't feel like a movie. It didn't feel like it was acting. It just felt real. So now let's talk about the things I did not like. So what did I not like in this movie? So I'm talking based on my own personal taste and preference. So when the man brought those Ogene people to come and collect her phone number, I cringed to my bone marrow. I don't know. I just kind of cringed. I find it surprising that people liked that scene, but I don't know. I was just cringing so hard. I'm just imagining I'm in my workplace and somebody does that. Like I'm going to literally die. That's why I hate all these birthday trumpet stuff. I don't like it. Even normal stand, let them sing happy birthday song to you. It freaks me out. Like I'm just like, what should I do? Should I dance? Should I sing along? What should I just do? So I don't know. I just cringed so hard in that particular scene. Okay, so now to the major thing that I kind of wrestled with when I was watching this movie is that many times when I watch movies or probably listen to sermons that kind of, portrays this or kind of gives me the impression that they're telling you to lower your expectations, it makes me feel a certain type of way, especially when they're telling you, oh, the reason why you're not married is because your standards are too high. You need to lower your standards. And I'm just like, you that is married, did you lower your standards? I'm listening. Let me hear your thoughts. Did you lower your standards? You're proud, you know that, right? You're proud because you're married. You now feel that I should lower my own standards. Not happening. So people we are saying accent, kwa. Which one is accent? That's what is accent? When we are talking about somebody that is wealthy. Okay, agreed. So what if this guy is everything that Odogu was minus the money? Would you say it's just the accent? That she's being shallow? Will you say that? So I feel like everybody's spec is, well, let me not say everybody, but when people have some certain things that they feel like it would be a deal breaker for them, I just feel that we should not invalidate it completely, because at the end of the day, this is somebody you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and if something that they do is actually giving you the ick, then you know that you're going to have to be with that thing forever and ever till they die, or maybe till all of you go to heaven. But this is something you're going to live with for the rest of your life. So why are you trivializing it? Because I say I don't like the way the person talks. I mean, it should count for something, right? I also listened to one sermon where someone was talking about how, oh, the person does not have dress sense and the person did not propose with a ring. And I'm like, if this is a deal breaker for somebody, like, it's probably maybe screaming to the person that this person is not intentional about the way they appear in public, or this person is not a prepared human being. Because I mean, you want to get married to me and you don't have a ring. Why? So I said all this to say that I don't think we should invalidate people's what people want or like in somebody, because this is somebody they're going to spend the rest of their life with. But I guess that the overarching message that people are trying to put across is that they are not saying that you shouldn't be attracted to whoever you're going to spend the rest of your life with, but you shouldn't be so fixated on something that can change and then forget about real issues like faith or the person's actual character. An accent can be changed, a dress sense can be changed. I mean, I saw a video where someone said he proposed to the wife with a diamond ring after 20 years. So these are things that are non-issues, but I just want to say that there should be a balance. We shouldn't just invalidate somebody's spec because you're like, oh, this person is focusing on what is a non-issue, or this person should just do fast and get married. Like, I don't understand what's the rush. So yes, so that's just what I wanted to say. So that was something that really bothered me a little, like where you kind of preach to people that there's no perfect man out there or there's no perfect woman out there, that we should manage what we see. Why are you that is telling me I should manage what I see? Did you manage what you see or what you have right now? Are you managing it? So I think instead of saying you need to manage what you have, I believe everybody out there has somebody that is perfect for them. Yes, we are not perfect human beings, but at least the person is perfect for you, both with their flaws and with the parts that they are good. The person is right for you, and those flaws don't matter to you. It's not something you are managing. It's something that you are like is a non-issue to you. So I feel instead of saying this thing you are fixated on that is invalid, I feel like it is valid, but you should also be sure that the person is not putting that as like the front burner and leaving more serious issues. But at the end of the day, you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person, so you can't be managing something, for the rest of your life. And sidebar, I feel like he cannot change that his accent, and he cannot. This guy is 45 years old. Like, how is he going to change it? How is he going to change it? And in Igbo land, they used to say that you cannot learn how to write with your left hand, or how to use your left hand in old age. I know people will say 45 years is old, okay, but that's just sidebar. And why I'm also saying that what she said is valid. Yes, he has all the money in the world. He has 17 houses in Lekki or Victoria Island. Yes, but if you take this man out, like you're going for a professional gathering, and this man is just yapping, and everybody is just shifting uncomfortably in their seat. I know you say those things are not going to put food on the table, but if that thing bothers you, like, how will you now be freaking out that this person you're going to be with for the rest of your life, that if you take him somewhere, he's going to be loud, he's going to disgrace you, you will be shy? I mean, just check it. Like, he has all the money in this world. What if he doesn't have that money? What if the money disappears and all he has with him is his accent? What would you say? Okay, so that's it. I know another thing I remember that I didn't really like, or didn't really sit very well with me, was when they brought up the theme on childhood trauma. Like, no doubt trauma plays a role when it comes to choosing a spouse and even the way you live and lead your life, but I just feel like that particular subject matter was rushed. Like, it was just rushed, and even when they were now trying to piece together the story, it wasn't really sitting very well with me. It was just feeling half-baked, and I was just like, okay, whatever, as long as they shall end up together, we are fine. So yeah, that particular part of the movie was rushed. Like, wasn't I just feel like, if she says the accent, why are you not trying to buttress the points by adding childhood trauma to make it make sense? I don't know, I just didn't feel very it just didn't really sit well with me. Okay, so it's literally getting dark and I have to shut down this video. So the points I raised about the things I didn't like about this movie does not really take away from the masterpiece that is this movie, and I think Omoni Oboli did a brilliant job. So this movie, I believe that it is unlike any YouTube movie I've seen, and it really deserves all the hype and publicity that it is getting, and I wish her more wins. I still rated this movie 5/5, and like I mentioned, the things I said that I didn't really like about the movie is just personal preference. It's not like it made the movie a bad movie. So yeah, so that's it. And it was also essentially more of like a food for thought. Are you telling us to lower our expectations or what? So yeah. So yeah, that's it. If you haven't seen this movie, which I doubt, go and see it. It will really be worth your while. So thank you for staying with me till the end of this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.